If you found this message, that means that the veil has thinned. The static you've felt, the persistent hum beneath the surface of your reality, the nagging sense that something is profoundly off. It wasn't a delusion. It was a signal, a whisper carried on the wind of unseen currents. You have, perhaps unknowingly, been seeking this. You have been tracing the contours of a question that has haunted you for as long as you can remember. Why does gold feel so impossibly distant when the lead of your daily existence weighs so heavily? Why does the promise of transformation seem like a cruel jest, a mirage shimmering in the desert of your discontent? Imagine waking one day, not with the familiar dread of another mundane cycle, but with a chilling clarity. You look at your reflection, and the eyes staring back are those of a stranger, a puppet dancing to the strings of unseen puppeteers. You realize, with a sickening lurch, that your life, your very self, is not your own. It is a concoction, a fabrication, a leaden statue sculpted by the expectations of others, the fears you've inherited, the societal scripts you've unwittingly memorized. How can you be the architect of your destiny when you are merely a character in someone else's play? How can you transmute suffering into strength, despair into brilliance, when the very tools of transformation are themselves corrupted? You are told to strive, to achieve, to accumulate. But what if the very act of striving is the chain that binds you? What if the gold you seek is not a tangible object, but a state of being, a radical shift in perception that the world, in its relentless pursuit of conformity, actively seeks to suppress? The paradox deepens. You are told to be yourself, yet the self you present is a carefully curated performance, a mask worn to appease the gaze of the world. You are told to find your purpose, yet you wander through a labyrinth of distractions, chasing fleeting pleasures that leave you emptier than before. You are told to seek enlightenment, yet you are bombarded with noise, with opinions, with the constant static of a world that thrives on your confusion. The question hangs heavy. If the world is a stage and we are merely players, who wrote the script? Who dictates the rules of this twisted game? And most importantly, can we rewrite our roles? Can we seize the pen from the unseen playwright and forge a new narrative, one of authentic gold? You feel the weight of this question, a pressure building in your chest, a sense of urgency that borders on panic. You realize that this is not a theoretical exercise. This is a matter of your very survival. The leaden weight of your existence threatens to crush you, to extinguish the flickering flame of your potential. But there is a way out. There is a path, a hidden alchemy that can transmute the lead of your suffering into the gold of your true self. The journey will be perilous, fraught with doubt and resistance. But if you dare to continue, if you dare to delve into the depths of your own being, you will discover a power you never knew you possessed. You will find that the gold you seek is not outside you, but within, waiting to be unearthed. And the next step, the next revelation, will show you why the world keeps this secret so fiercely guarded. The hidden problem, the insidious force that keeps you trapped in this cycle of leaden existence, is the illusion of external control. It is the belief, deeply ingrained and relentlessly reinforced, that your life is determined by forces beyond your grasp. Circumstances, fate, the opinions of others, the ever-shifting sands of societal approval. This illusion is not a conspiracy, not a malevolent plot orchestrated by shadowy figures. It is a subtle, pervasive conditioning, a psychological and philosophical virus that infects the very fabric of your perception. Think of the ancient alchemists, those seekers of the philosopher's stone. They understood that true transmutation began not with external substances, but with the internal landscape. They knew that the lead of the ego, the base metal of fear and limitation, could only be transformed through a deep understanding and mastery of the self. This understanding, however, has been systematically eroded, replaced by a relentless focus on the external world, on the acquisition of material possessions, on the pursuit of fleeting validation. James Allen, in his timeless work, As a Man Thinketh, illuminated the profound connection between thought and reality. He understood that the mind, far from being a passive recipient of external stimuli, is a powerful force, shaping and molding the very circumstances of our lives. Yet, this truth has been obscured, buried beneath the weight of societal narratives that emphasize external agency. Neville Goddard, with his emphasis on the power of imagination and assumption, revealed that reality is a reflection of our inner states. He understood that we are constantly creating our reality through our thoughts and feelings, often unconsciously. Yet, this profound insight has been dismissed as wishful thinking, relegated to the fringes of mainstream thought. Rudolf Steiner, in his exploration of anthroposophy, spoke of the spiritual nature of human beings and the importance of cultivating inner awareness. He understood that true freedom lies in transcending the limitations of the physical world and connecting with the deeper currents of consciousness. Yet, his wisdom has been overshadowed by the relentless materialism of our age. Vadim Zeland, with his concept of transurfing, described the world as a space of variations, where our thoughts and intentions can influence the unfolding of events. He understood that we are not passive observers, but active participants in the creation of our reality. Yet, his insights have been met with skepticism, dismissed as a radical departure from conventional understanding. Manly P. Hall, with his profound knowledge of ancient wisdom and esoteric traditions, understood that the true alchemy lies in the mastery of the self. He understood that the lead of ignorance and fear can be transmuted into the gold of wisdom and self-awareness. Yet, his teachings have been relegated to the realm of the occult, shrouded in mystery and misunderstanding. Dodson Frederick, with his exploration of the subconscious mind and its influence on our lives, highlights how the mind is programmed with limitations from an early age, and how those limitations are reinforced by society. This programming becomes the lead that weighs us down. This insidious conditioning, this subtle erosion of self-awareness, manifests in countless ways. It manifests in the constant need for external validation, the relentless pursuit of social approval, the fear of judgment, the crippling anxiety of failure. It manifests in the belief that our worth is determined by our achievements, our possessions, our social status. It manifests in the constant comparison with others, the envy and resentment that gnaw at our souls. You become a prisoner of your own making, trapped in a cage of your own construction. You become a puppet, dancing to the strings of societal expectations, driven by the fear of rejection, the fear of being different. You lose touch with your authentic self, your inner compass, your true north. You become a shadow of your potential, a hollow echo of the person you were meant to be. And the lead of this self-imposed imprisonment grows heavier, more oppressive, with each passing day. The deeper consequences of this imprisonment, the unseen forces that shape your reality, are about to be revealed. The unseen consequences of this insidious conditioning extend far beyond individual suffering. They permeate the very fabric of our collective reality, shaping our societies, our cultures, and our relationships in profound and often destructive ways. This hidden problem, this illusion of external control, creates a world of scarcity, competition, and fear. It breeds a culture of comparison, where individuals are constantly measured against external standards, leading to feelings of inadequacy, resentment, and envy. Cognitive biases, those inherent flaws in our thinking, reinforce this illusion. The confirmation bias, for example, leads us to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring or dismissing contradictory evidence. We become trapped in echo chambers, reinforcing our limited perspectives and perpetuating the cycle of fear and limitation. The availability heuristic, another cognitive bias, causes us to overestimate the likelihood of events that are easily recalled, such as negative news stories or traumatic experiences. This creates a distorted view of reality, where danger and scarcity seem omnipresent, further fueling our anxiety and fear. Neurological insights reveal that our brains are wired for survival, prioritizing immediate threats over long-term well-being. This primal instinct, while essential for physical survival, can become maladaptive in a complex modern world. We become hyper-focused on external threats, real or imagined, neglecting the cultivation of inner resources and the pursuit of authentic fulfillment. The constant bombardment of information, the endless stream of distractions, further fragments our attention, making it difficult to connect with our inner selves and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Cultural conditioning plays a significant role in perpetuating this illusion. From a young age, we are taught to conform, to obey, to seek external validation. We are rewarded for compliance and punished for deviation. This conditioning creates a deep-seated fear of rejection, a fear of being different, a fear of stepping outside the prescribed norms. This fear, in turn, fuels our reliance on external validation, creating a vicious cycle of dependence and conformity. The result is a society where individuals are increasingly disconnected from their authentic selves, driven by external forces, and trapped in a perpetual state of striving. We become consumers, not creators, followers, not leaders, puppets, not artists. We lose touch with our innate creativity, our inner wisdom, our capacity for joy and wonder. We become hollow shells, chasing fleeting pleasures and empty promises, never truly finding the gold we seek. The urgency of escaping this unseen trap cannot be overstated. The longer we remain trapped in this illusion, the more deeply ingrained it becomes, the more difficult it is to break free. The leaden weight of our conditioned beliefs and societal expectations grows heavier, threatening to crush our spirits and extinguish our potential. We become trapped in a self-perpetuating cycle of limitation and despair, unable to see the gold that lies within. This unseen trap silently shapes our relationships, our careers, our health, and our overall sense of well-being. It creates a world of conflict, competition, and scarcity, where individuals are pitted against each other, vying for limited resources and external validation. It breeds a culture of fear, where individuals are constantly anxious about their status, their security, and their future. You see the truth now, the extent of the trap. You feel the urgency, the need to break free. You realize that your life, your very soul, hangs in the balance. The next step, the rebellion, will reveal how to shatter the illusion, how to reclaim your power, and how to transmute the lead of your existence into the gold of your true self. The rebellion begins with a radical shift in perspective, a complete dismantling of the illusion of external control. It demands that you question everything you thought you knew, that you challenge the very foundations of your reality. It requires a willingness to embrace uncertainty, to step into the unknown, to forge your own path, regardless of the opinions or expectations of others. This rebellion is not about external revolution. It is an internal alchemy, a transformation of your inner landscape. It begins with the recognition that your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions are not passive reflections of external circumstances, but powerful forces that shape your reality. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your experience. The counterintuitive solution lies in turning inward, in cultivating a deep and unwavering connection with your authentic self. It requires a commitment to self-awareness, a willingness to explore the depths of your own being, to confront your fears, your limitations, your shadow self. It demands that you reclaim your inner authority, that you become the master of your own mind, the architect of your own destiny. This is not a passive process. It requires active engagement, conscious effort, and unwavering dedication. It involves cultivating mindfulness, the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, to detach from the relentless stream of mental chatter. It involves practicing visualization, the art of creating vivid mental images of your desired reality, and imbuing them with emotional intensity. It involves affirming your inherent worth, your limitless potential, your divine right to create a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Historically, those who broke free from the illusion of external control were often considered rebels, outcasts, or even madmen. They dared to challenge the prevailing norms, to question the accepted truths, to forge their own paths. They were artists, philosophers, scientists, spiritual seekers, and visionaries who understood the power of inner transformation. Think of Giordano Bruno, who dared to proclaim the infinity of the universe, challenging the geocentric worldview of his time. Think of Carl Jung, who delved into the depths of the unconscious, exploring the archetypal patterns that shape human experience. Think of Nikola Tesla, who harnessed the power of electricity, envisioning a world powered by free energy. Think of the mystics and sages who transcended the limitations of the physical world, connecting with the deeper currents of consciousness. These individuals understood that true freedom lies not in external validation, but in inner alignment. They understood that the gold they sought was not a tangible object, but a state of being, a radical shift in perception. They understood that the alchemy of self-transformation begins with the recognition that you are not your thoughts, your emotions, or your circumstances. You are the observer, the creator, the alchemist. Here are some practical steps you can start today, for free. Mindful observation. For just 10 minutes a day, sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. Let them flow like clouds, and simply watch them pass. Affirmation. Practice. Write down 3 positive affirmations about yourself, such as I am worthy, I am powerful, I am creative. Repeat them to yourself throughout the day, especially when you feel doubt or fear creeping in. Visualization exercise. Close your eyes and visualize your ideal self, your desired reality. Feel the emotions associated with this vision as if it were already real. Journaling. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and insights. This practice helps to clarify your thinking and identify limiting beliefs. Nature immersion. Spend time in nature, connecting with the earth and the rhythms of life. This helps to ground you and restore your sense of inner peace. These simple practices, when consistently applied, can begin to dismantle the illusion of external control and awaken the alchemist within you. You will begin to reclaim your power, to rewrite your narrative, to transmute the lead of your existence into the gold of your true self. The ultimate truth, the final revelation, will reveal the true nature of this alchemy and the boundless potential that lies within you. The ultimate truth, the final and most profound realization, is that the lead you seek to transmute is not external, nor is it a separate entity within you. It is the very illusion of separation itself. The belief that you are distinct from the universe, that you are a solitary entity, adrift in a sea of external forces, is the root of all suffering, the source of all limitation. The gold you seek is not a substance, not a possession, not even a state of being. It is the recognition of your inherent oneness with all that is. It is the understanding that the universe is not external to you, but an extension of your own consciousness. You are not a player in the game. You are the game itself. This is the paradigm shift that shatters the illusion of separation, the revelation that dissolves the leaden weight of your perceived limitations. You are not a finite being, confined to the boundaries of your physical body and your personal history. You are an infinite consciousness, a boundless potential, a living expression of the universe itself. All the striving, the seeking, the yearning for external validation stems from this fundamental misunderstanding. You believe that you are lacking something, that you need something outside yourself to complete you, to make you whole. But the truth is, you are already whole, already complete, already perfect. You are the source of your own fulfillment, the creator of your own reality. The alchemical process, the transmutation of lead into gold, is not about changing your external circumstances. It is about changing your perception, about shifting your focus from the illusion of separation to the reality of oneness. It is about recognizing that the gold you seek is not something you need to acquire, but something you already possess. This understanding dissolves the fear of lack, the anxiety of failure, the pain of separation. It liberates you from the relentless pursuit of external validation, from the constant comparison with others. It empowers you to create your reality from a place of inner abundance, from a state of pure consciousness. The lead of your past struggles, the pain of your past experiences, the limitations you have imposed upon yourself, all of these become fuel for your transformation. They become the raw materials for your alchemical process, the crucible in which your true self is forged. You realize that your suffering was not a punishment, but a catalyst, a necessary step on your journey to self-realization. You see now that the world is not a stage, and you are not merely a player. You are the playwright, the director, the actor, and the audience. You are the creator of your own reality, the master of your own destiny. You are the alchemist, transmuting the lead of your perceived limitations into the gold of your infinite potential. The final image, the cinematic conclusion, is this. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, overlooking a vast and breathtaking landscape. The sun is setting, casting a golden glow across the horizon. You look down at your hands, and you see that they are not made of lead, but of pure, radiant gold. You feel a sense of profound peace, a deep connection with all that is. You realize that you are not separate from the landscape, from the sun, from the universe itself. You are a part of it, an integral and essential part. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying a message. You are the alchemist. You are the gold. You are the universe expressing itself through you. You close your eyes, and you feel the truth of these words resonating within your soul. You open your eyes, and you see the world with new eyes, with the eyes of the alchemist, with the eyes of pure consciousness. You understand that the journey is not over. It has just begun. And the gold you seek, the infinite potential within you, is waiting to be expressed, to be shared with the world.